little bit of context here for those of you who may not know and you're coming across this video, but there is a company called Gala Games, and they were building this MMORPG or medieval simulation game called Miranda's. Now, a few years into development, they were canned, or at least the developers were, and they were replaced with a Chilean dev team. Now, the original developers of the game, a lot of them went off to do their own thing, but a group of them kind of created a different group and branched off to create a new medieval fantasy game called Mooncast. And this game was funded by some of the old hardcore community members. So we managed to raise around, I think, $300,000, and that goes directly to this new, smaller group that's focusing on this new game. Now, it's been, I think, 5 or 6 weeks of this new team developing Mooncast, and today was the day where they provided their milestone number 2 video, which you can watch on their YouTube channel. Also remember to follow them on Twitter, and they basically provided us with some updates about
what they've been doing with some of the character design and animation and some of the foundational code
that they've been building. If you want to watch it, again, you can watch it on YouTube. Just search Mooncast. It's one of the first channels that come up. You click on videos and you'll be able to find this video. But at the end, after they finished, they surprised us, and they said that there's actually a live version of the game that you can go and test out right now that has multiplayer functionality. And you can find that on, let me put this down, on mooncast.productions. So if you go to mooncast.productions, and I know this looks a little janky, but everything right now is in work in progress. Remember, this is 5-6 weeks of work. They've come pretty far so far. So if you go here and you click on Mooncast, it's going to take you to this tab, and you're going to click download now. You're going to choose Windows. Now, if you're on Windows, well, actually, you can only play it on Windows right now, but if you're on Windows, it's going to tell you if you have Windows Defender or any type of antivirus that the file has a virus that it can't install. So however you need to bypass, I had to basically turn off Windows Defenders to install the application. But once you do that, you install, then you open up the Mooncast app, and what you're going to have to do next is you're going to have to create an account. Once you create an account, you're going to use your mobile MetaMask wallet. So once you hit connect, it's going to bring up a QR code, and then you're going to take your mobile MetaMask, and you are going to scan this code, like I'm about to do right now. That's going to connect me.
And as you can see, I am connected.
And once you are put you into the game, just kind of
basically tech test right now, where
they've built this playthrough, this area onto your character. And if I click here's here, because this actually supports multiplayer at the moment. So if you guys are interested in just jumping in here and
having a little fun jumping around, they actually built a maze.
You can't, there's actually a character up there. There's some sliding built
in. Again, there's sprinting.
Welcome back to the show. Crash and Eddie. This is Eddie. Hey, quick update. We're going to do a quick, super high level, other than what you just saw, Gala update. So that was just a little video about what the new the old Miranda's team is doing, and I think McCarthy probably funded that, who was the Facebook stud that started Miranda's and that whole team debacle. So now they have the studio down in Chile, I think Santiago, and they are making a bunch of games. It's a pretty deep team. The talent seems there. I know Mirandus is being developed there. Some games are down there, some are not. I know Mirandus has a team of, it's got to be like 10-ish people, maybe more, and they're hiring. So there's that. So we're going to do a really quick high-level Gala update because I haven't talked to you about that for a while. And Bitcoin is 72.2. I stand corrected, or I need to correct myself. Bitcoin is not in price discovery. So it's just bouncing off the highs, hanging out, which is healthy. Once it goes past the high, then we'll go into price discovery, and we'll see, can it stick past the high and truly go into price discovery or not. But this is the time. You know, I've developed a couple new sources over the last 6-8 months, and they're rather stunning. What controls this market and what's going on with it. So we'll get into that more down the road, but pretty fascinating stuff. And we're basically, I think, going to be in a bull market now through, you know, we'll see. We'll see past January, February, March-ish. We'll see where everything goes and what happens, what takes place between now and then. But you got Sui back over 209. That one took some major profits. Caspa's 11.3. One of the worst performers, actually. Really interesting, the divergence between on the relationship between Bitcoin and Caspa. Very, very interesting. There's a lot going on with that. So let's talk about Gala real quick. Okay, this really isn't going to do it justice, but the main reason I want to get this out is to make sure you guys are squared away on the giveaway. 700 flare going out the door tomorrow to someone, so get in there, hit the like and subscribe, sign up at Skearch if you want to participate in the giveaway, and we'll get you going from there. But so with Gala, I mean, I could easily take 2 hours on this stuff. They are so deep into this stuff. Okay, their flagship is Mirandus. They did a play test about a month ago. It was interesting. They don't have a lot of the NFTs up and running yet. That's going to be on the next one. This team is, you know, transitioning. They've only been in place for what, 3 months or so. So it's a big deal to get going. And I think it's going to move a lot faster now, especially like in 2025. I think there's going to be another play test in, what do we got here? Probably December. And then supposedly it's going to be up and running and they'll take it down from time to time. But Mirandus is interesting because they actually have a token out there that they have floated. And let's see here if I can pull it up. It is this Materium. Materium right now is 0.03572. So this is, you know, it's tricky stuff with this Web3 stuff. So this can be passive income. There's a lot of different ways you can play this game. You know, there's a battling element to it. There is a discovery and adventure element to it. There's a commerce element to it. So yeah, I'm not going to get into too much how we're doing it, but we're definitely going to play it, and we definitely have assets involved with it. So yeah, and this is the token. It's called Materium, and it's, it's super thin, super illiquid, but it is out there. And keep in mind that, these are different times in the crypto space right now. So you're not, you have people are livid about a lot of stuff. A lot of people are like, is this even going to survive? Is this, our game, Web3 games even going to make it? This is all new stuff. You're creating ecosystems that have never really been created. So, and you talk about the metaverse and all this stuff, and really this is a type of metaverse because you're playing in a virtual world. So it's the same thing as, floating around in Meta's metaverse, having meetings and stuff. Only actually I think it makes a lot more sense for the quote unquote metaverse. So, as far as games go. So yeah, that's their flagship. Townstar was kind of their beginning, like farm automation game. It's called Common Ground World now because they did a marketing deal with this movie. I think eventually I don't know how long or what the deal is with that, but regardless, you go in and play it, and it's playable now. They do have a token now. It's called Dirt, and it's going to be soil, which is going to be floated. So you can play to earn now. They have daily challenges with that one. And so a lot of people have their NFTs. There's also an interesting, let's see here. This is an NFT site. Remember 888, the new world, the new world. And it was an NFT site that was, it's down now. So I'm going to check this out, but I don't know if they went under. It's interesting. I think they might have, but they seemed well funded. They had Paris Hilton involved. So very, very interesting what's going on. Now we're going to see. We're at the time in crypto now where you're going to see who survives and thrives and who fails. And a lot of these cryptos, you do not want to be in crap because it's going to be a problem, And as far as gaming goes, I don't know. We made a bet on Gala, and I think it's going to pay off. I think they have, they have their enemies and stuff, and they have people that are pissed, but they also have a pretty strong community. They have the node system. They came out with Gala Chain, which was huge. That was a brilliant move to get your own blockchain out there, during the last, bear market. So they also have film and they have music. We're not even going to get into that right now, but their games are basically starting to come back. They are doing some stuff with the Tapper network, which is that's on Telegram. So they're doing some different stuff with Telegram. I'm not a big Telegram fan, so I'm not getting involved with any of that. And you kind of got to pick your poison too. So these guys will suck the lifeblood out of you, man, if you want to give them the time and energy, and you just can't do it. You could make a career out of playing these games, and at the end of the day, are you getting paid? Is it worth doing? Are you, having fun, whatever? So pick your poison, people. By the way, not financial advice. Do your own research. Entertainment purposes only. So this is the entertainment side. So they also have film and music. So Gala they're pushing it's an entertainment blockchain is what it's coming down to. That's what this is about. And do you think entertainment is going to avoid the blockchain? Because I don't. these tavern games, this is going to be another Miranda's kind of offshoot where you're going to be able to do different things if you have a tavern in Miranda's. And yes, we have a tavern or two. So we'll follow this stuff. Here's the dirt thing, Common Ground World. Let's see what we got here. Champions Arena, they've put a bunch of stuff into. Wow, a lot on that. Ghosts of Ruin. This is, you get popcorn as the crypto for Gala Film. That's not traded again. In fact, I don't even know if the actual tradable token is going to be popcorn. But Eternal Paradox. You got The Walking Dead. I know this one is definitely being produced down in Chile with a team of their own. It's not the Miranda's team, so they have significant resources. This has AMC ties to. And then Vox is now Vexy. This just came out. So a little treat for you guys. We're going to open up with you guys. We are going to open up an NFT that we got. So we'll do that at the end and we'll see what we got. Let's see here real quick. So here's our NFT. It's a legendary. Basically the Vexy team, which used to, they haven't even changed everything over. It's Vox in a lot of areas. They basically got away from the term Vox because it's copyright all over the place. There's a major audio visual, you've probably heard of it, called Vox. So due to legal things, they changed the name to Vexy, which I'm glad they did that. Made sense. I don't know how this game's going to be. But here is the box. And we're going to open this sucker. We're going to open it with you guys and we'll see what we got. I don't anticipate playing this game much. We'll see. It's basically Vexy is, it's going to be a world game where basically you have, it's kind of a metaverse again. You have a world where you have these characters in it. Here we got 3 music ones that were given to us a while ago, these music girls. There's a lot of things that you can do with these Vexys or these Voxes. It's super early for all this stuff, but they could literally be DeFi too. I mean, they can be little workers for you. There's been a lot of different strategy. They had some, they've had some heavy hitters come out and devise this thing, and I don't know if they're still working on it. But I think this might be a new team. This seems like a team that is not in Chile, but I would have to confirm that. So it's an interesting game that's gone through a lot of struggles. You used to be able to buy these and drop them into Townstar, and they'd make quite a bit of tokens for you. They were pretty valuable. So it's interesting. They're dirt cheap. They got a ways to go with this, but they are coming out with the land. It is not dead. And these Voxes might be interesting. So at one point, Crash and I almost stepped up hard on these. And I don't think we could get them, man. They were so hot when they would come out. I remember they'd sell out like 8,800 of these within like 10, 15 minutes. And you couldn't even get in to get one. You couldn't even do it. And they sold for, man, I want to say a couple thousand. I mean, they've raised millions with these, so. But Gala they will surprise you in different ways, and they will, they try and do the right thing and make up for what they're doing. So they got a lot of naysayers, but I see what they're doing, and it's very early, and it's very difficult to do what they're doing. Very, very difficult. So I'm glad they're pushing through for it, and I think they're going to reward people that stuck with them. So I don't know. Interesting. It's something that we kind of got sucked into, and we're sticking with it because they've shown enough to where I think they're going to win to a certain degree. The Gala token is... It's at about 2 cents. Had a lifetime high of about 80. I got in like right around here and did not take profits, basically. But we're involved with the founders nodes, and it's paid for a lot of stuff. So it's an ecosystem that it's proven to be fairly lucrative. So we're sticking with it. And I think eventually they're gonna game. They also, here's the music token. Tokens are what these guys do now. This is like 3.5 cents. This one and Materium, they're low float tokens. So in the music business, this thing is dirt cheap. We'll get into different things with this. Right now, I just wanted to give you a quick Gala update. So we'll open this in a little bit. Let me move on to our giveaway stuff. I told you they love their dogs in Italy. They really do. Which is cool because I'm kind of a dog guy of sorts. This little guy's right here. Let's walk and talk for a minute, people. So we got Cass hitting. Caspa is hitting. It hasn't hit an all-time high, but it is now dwelling over 19 cents. It's at about 19.39 right now. It's at about 19.39. That hurts. 19. It's at about 0.1939. 7643105. That's a little game, but that's what it's about right now. I see XRP is about 63 centavos, right around there. Still 62 something. But yeah, no sign really at all of crypto anywhere in sight. I mean, there's hardly banks here, to be honest, you guys. I mean, it's kind of hard to find a bank, and they're all like not your traditional institutions. So we're going to fairly major cities. I mean, the latest ones have been, hundreds, a couple 100,000 people. They just don't have a lot of banks here. So a lot of stuff's done online. There's some fintech companies I see around. They're kind of hybrid banks, investment companies. Not a lot, though, to be honest. It's rather amazing. So, yeah. This is kind of between, it's technically the Mediterranean Sea, but it's kind of between the Mediterranean Sea and the Adriatic. If you go to the tip, which we're going to go later. But, so I think we lost the video. I'm going to try and find it. If we do, we'll give some crypto away with that. This one's going to be for 700 Claire. Claire's not doing much price-wise. But they're doing regards to other stuff. All right, people, you heard it. 700 flare. We said we'd do it. We're doing it. So that's what this giveaway will be. 2:05 tomorrow Central Standard Time is the deadline, the cutoff. So make sure you're entered by then, and you got a pretty good chance to win it. We're doing a lot of testing, so not pushing hard on getting volume in there. We're just testing stuff and making sure our systems are in place. The last one was a little bit of a debacle, so let's make sure this one's a little better. Hopefully it will be. So yeah, that was Otranto. I called it Ontario in this video. But what an idiot. It's Otranto. So, let's open this sucker up, people. Let's do this. And we'll show you what we get. So you have a chance to win a bunch of Vexies. I guess they're calling them Vexies. And they're saying this is about $1,000 a box. But let me show you one other thing here. This is huge. Okay, this is NFT Marketplace. So pretty interesting. This is all Gala chain, okay? All Gala chain all day long. Like for instance, here's Miranda's. Different stuff that's for sale. Let's see. Here's the Vox. Vexy, Vox. Different things. Here's boxes for sale. About 4,000, 3,800, 3,900 for the boxes unopened. And here's some of the stuff that you get in it. Here's land that you get, different stuff like that. So let's open ours up. This is just an interesting, it's on Gala chain. This is all hooked up on Gala chain, which is pretty cool because guess what? You don't have to do mess around with Ethereum anymore. And it's going to be real interesting to see what happens with Ethereum. Had an interesting question that someone posed to someone else today. And it was, if Ethereum came out right now, would anyone use it? And I think the answer is clearly no. Because it's just too expensive and it's outdated and they're struggling. So, but people are stuck in it. You're trapped. Gala, to some degree, is trapped. Thank God they came out with their own Gala chain. But I'm seeing how the effort it takes to get off of it. Now you have to get Gala chain hooked up to all the exchanges, and it's not easy to do. So a lot of times what you end up doing is you have ETH Gala, and you have to convert yours over to ETH Gala for liquidity if you have Gala. But within their ecosystem, it's a beautiful token because it's lightning fast and it's virtually free to move. It's reasonable pennies or fractions of pennies to do any type of transaction. So, all right, let's open this sucker. Hold on here. Okay, so we hit open item. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go. Boom, we got 4 items, people. What will they be? A Vexy Epic Land Mountains. I don't like how these are opening. A lot of times they show you what you have. A Vexy Hasture. Last Expedition 33T player. And last but not least, Vexy Vamp. Alright, let's check these out. Okay, so here's what we got. You got the land, Mountains Frontier. That's kind of cool to get some land. These are all rated epic, so that's pretty good in their ecosystem, but And then you got this little guy. So we got Voxes. We've gotten a bunch of Voxes for actually pretty close to free. This one was just dropped as a gift because they're trying to get this thing ramped up. Here's a Vexy Vamp. I think that's a vampire for Walking Dead or something. Or it's a Halloween thing. These are kind of Halloween based, I think. And here's the Lax Expedition thing. So that's kind of interesting. Which we may be playing. So we're not getting into Last Expedition. This is just a quick high level view here of a gala. I didn't talk about a bunch of stuff, you guys. There just isn't time for it. I want to make this kind of short. The important thing is, don't say I didn't give you a heads up, man. I'm going to drop this video ASAP. You're going to have hours to get in and click to get your flare if you should be so lucky to win. We'll announce a winner soon after that. And we'll talk about it from there, people. So yeah, it's good. Let's see where we're at with the bubbles here, people. Where are they? Here we go. Crypto bubbles. Let's do this. Alright, so yeah, so this is what everything's doing. You know the deal. Let's drop the bubbles. It's the Bitcoin show right now, so we're gonna see what happens with it. There's some stuff that's definitely up, some stuff that's definitely down. Hex is up another 14%, so stuff's moving around. We got liquidity flowing through the system. So it's going to be imperative, what happens with this election, I think will determine a lot of stuff that happens with crypto. Whether, and it doesn't really matter who wins, but it matters that there's not a bunch of chaos and stuff after. So, and I think there won't be. I think this is going to be, there could be. I don't have a lot of confidence in that, but just because I've seen all the stuff that they have been, doing lately, So, hey, Limsey gives her kindest regards. She couldn't make this show, but she will be on real soon. And hope you got something out of this. Quick gala update. I had to do it. I don't know if you guys are interested or not, but it's a pretty unique ecosystem. If you're into gaming, if you're into entertainment that's all Web3 based, you want to get involved with that. Do your own research, not financial advice. You know the deal. But, so yeah, take it from there, people. Have a great rest of the week. We will be talking to you real soon. We'll announce a winner later in the week and drawing tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. Someone's getting 700 flare, people. Talk to you real soon. This is Eddie for Crash and Eddie, and we are out of here.